Right now, though, we got to talk about security. It is a big concern tonight for some Carowinds guests after a chaotic weekend at the park. On Saturday, there were false reports of a shooter at the park. Park officials saying there was no active threat nor shooting inside. However, some guests say that they are now thinking twice about visiting following this incident. WCNC Charlotte's Jesse Pierre joining us live in Fort Mill with some of those concerns. What are you hearing, Jesse?
Well, I'm hearing a lot of different things. Now, first off, Carowinds kicked off its spooky season with Scarowinds this weekend, and it got a lot of people out, but it also came with a lot of chaos and multiple fights. And people who were there say that there were way too many kids with no chaperones, and there wasn't enough security to properly handle the size of the crowd.
I will not go to Carowinds again as a nighttime event. My 13-year-old daughter had a panic attack due to that.
Chaos at Carowinds after false reports of a shooting circulated in the park. Video inside shows people screaming and running to safety.
I personally was shaken up because I've never been a part of something like that, and I've seen how these things can turn out badly.
Carowinds has a no-bag policy during Carowinds, and guests go through metal detectors to get in.
They failed to plan, and they didn't plan to fail.
Chris Griffin, who was there with his family, says the park was overcrowded and the security screening at the entrance was not up to par.
They were allowing people to go through the metal detector, setting them off, not wanting. No bag policy is only good so well.
Park officials say unruly behavior by several groups of minors caused the disruption and rumors of threats to guests. Griffin says he saw multiple fights break out inside the park.
There was a teenage individual fighting, and security basically was like ushering them like a high school fight. There was no diffuse breakup. Law enforcement was nowhere to be seen, so the mob proceeded to go through the park.
Carowinds recommends minors come with adults, but guests say that was clearly not the case Saturday night.
I think policies definitely need to be put in place at Carowinds to control the crowds. Like I said before, I've never seen Carowinds quite as crowded as it was last night, and 90% of the guests there were under 18.
However, many teenagers were dropped off and bussed in and came from the hotel, where the adult presence to the teenager presence was just through the roof.
Guests say that they want to see more security and more training for staff, and they hope those changes are in place by the time Carowinds is back next weekend. Now, park officials tell me that they are thoroughly looking into this incident, and they are looking at their training, their response to see what changes could be made for the future. Sending it back to you.
All right, Jesse Pierre reporting live for us in Fort Mill. Thanks for those updates, Jesse.